A bit difficult to show these angles, but as you can see, hopefully nicely got into all the joints. And if I swing around, show around radiator. So over here we have a double socket, and this is going to be the desk. That's all weighted down because it's been glued down, so it's going to be a desk seat as the windowsill. And you can see here, I just love when the corners come out like that. I only think it's a refurb, you know. To think that this room only ever had one single socket, it's actually quite a thing. So as you can see, the skirting board is over 8 foot long. And what we've done is had the first coat on there. And you can see it's been filled in. It needs sanding back and repriming a couple of times. I'll be sorted. I'm not sure what we're going to do on the bulkhead here. Probably going to wrap carpet up it and make it like a sitting area, because that'd actually be quite nice. And then put in there the timepiece skin, but that's why we put there a USB socket, because the USB socket comes in very well for, you know, sitting there chilling, charging devices and having to sit back. So the room's actually quite a nice size. Pinned the radiator with a piece of wood so they keep the plastic on it. But the room is actually a very nice size for a box room. So like I say, we reinstated the coving, which I thought was one of the hardest jobs. You can see here, it actually looks virtually seamless going up. And the thing that we have is that we have there the section when it comes in, and that was the section where the roof comes down. So it's like it's given us an odd spot, you know, to make up. But yeah, I can see the wall paints also sitting there, but that's how it's going to sit on there. And it creates the windowsill going in. I'm actually leaving that to set up now, so that's why it's staying like that. But I'm pretty pleased with the fitting of the skirting boards, and I've managed then to fit one piece in between the door frames. That's gonna be a challenge to plaster this bit of wall, because that's quite a little tiny undergoing. And the other day we then took off on the outside here all the plaster off the lats and plaster, so we're going to bond this here. That's where we run our pipe work up into the sea. So get all that bonded up, and when that's bonded up, that'll be the part that's then the hallway all finished then, because skim over that to do this here. Eventually that's going to be a big job. It's going to be trying to plaster right to the top there, get all this sorted, but in the future there's going to be a doorway there on the left, where currently we have it onto the right, but when loft conversion done, it's going to go off to the left. That's what the plan for that is. Oh, put that back on. These are the stairs that we fitted in that you've seen from the other video. These ones are that wall that we created there into the bedroom. Took that small piece off it, which actually made it quite a nice upstairs now. So now the thing is, now we can start tidying everything out of here, because all it's down to now is paint work inside these rooms to get these done now. Painting, priming, you know, these are all finished, ready as rooms. Got to tie the tools out here. Like I said, the picture needs to be done inside here. And that windowsill is still to be fitted in, because I need to machine the front edge on it. That's what I haven't done yet, so that's be the next challenge to do. Great stuff. I hope these videos are enjoyed of a refurb, and this is like a DIY refurb. This is my third one now that I've done. 2 of my own. My own one is still not finished, but like what you do is you jump on for your son and do everything for your grandkids. So that's what this one is. So here's the handrail in there, and if I just swing across here, what we're going to be doing is because currently we have these were in on boards or panelled out, and what we're going to do is we're going to have spindles going into there, and we're going to take that middle rail out on the stairs there and replace that with spindles as well. We're going to have quite square spindles, so it's very you know, inintrusive when it sits there. These are the stairs that we've repaired. You can see they've had loads of screws put into them. We took from that kitchen area, reinforced that, because that was really a weak point that was created. That riser, the kite in the corner there, but all that's now sorted. It's going to be a job to come down here plastering, making up here, making up over there, sorting this out. That's going to be one of the jobs. These ones. This is a wall that I plastered months ago now, and this has had a primer and finish coat onto it. So it's going to be. So this is where we are in the kitchen. The other day we started putting sockets out, and you wouldn't believe it. This brick here actually wasn't even mortared in, so they had just placed this in. So it came loose when they done the old kitchen. So there we go. They knocked that loose, and all they had that was sitting in there like that. And what they done is packed a bit of mortar in front of it, so it wasn't even really fixed into it. You know, it just blew out. Then that's going to be a job sorting that out. You can see on this we plasterboarded, and dot and dab stuck quite well on there. That's stuck on, but you know, that's going to be onto the sockets and everything like that. And then these bricks here are going to close up this window, so we can have wall cupboards here next to the boiler. So that's where we're up to, and this is going to be fun trying to get this floor out, because you realise that's quite hard. Now looking back, that's had over a week now to dry out. Going to leave that for a couple more weeks before we actually do something on that. It's going to get finish coat onto it and everything like that, but that bulkhead looks so much better now. It's so much better. Head height wise, I'm 6'2", you know, and this is, like you can see, it's a height part of a door frame now, the highest point, so no one's going to knock their head onto that. So we're going to fit architrave onto this door here, because we have to take it off to plaster inside there. Same over on this side, we plastered there, so we've got that architrave that goes back into here on sorting on this. So it's like getting all on and looking back over the ceiling. That's been done now. This has had now 2 weeks to dry out. This should be soon ready for mist coat, and to see if we have any imperfections that we need to sort out on this, because that's the best way to go around it. Was we found is mist coating everything, give it a sand, mist coat it, and just see where the imperfections are. And so far, you know, I think the plaster work's coming out right for DIY plastering, you know. Skills that you learn over the years. Hope you enjoyed this and follow along for more.